Greetings, fellow Cybertronians, and welcome to Read Along with Bartatron, the show where I read along with my favorite Transformers comic books. I'm your host, Bartatron, representing the Cybertron Data Network and NerdTeam30.com. The goal of this program is to promote reading for all ages, along with sharing my love for everything Transformers. If you do not already own this issue, I recommend you purchase a copy, provided in the links below, and read along with me. With that said, we have a huge issue to cover this episode, so let's roll out. The Transformers Monstrosity, issue number 6. Story by Chris Metzen and Flint Dill. Art by Livio Romandelli. Letters by Tom B. Long. Editor John Barber. Chapter 6. Underworld.
Everyone watch your step. With all this seismic activity, the flooring could be unstable.
That's not the worst of it. Magnetic interference is playing havoc with our relay signals. We're practically blind down here. No way to contact HQ.
Just keep your optics open for any... Hey! Look at this! It's ancient script! Perhaps from the Knights of Cybertron era. Argon dating can't quite place it.
Looks like a warning. Whoever they are, they wanted to keep us from getting in.
Or they wanted to keep something from getting out. Earthquake!
Grab onto something.
Everyone's still alive? Sound off.
We're okay. But am I seeing this right?
Is that energon? In its rawest state. At my estimation, enough liquid energon to power Iacon for 1,000 cycles.
Is this some kind of runoff from the refinery?
Based on the preliminary geological evidence, I'd say this reservoir predates the refinery's construction by many millions of cycles.
Then, this energon is naturally occurring.
Metroplex Data Archive.
Reporting as ordered, Prime. Sir, I'm just a grunt. I'm not sure how I can help you here. I appreciate you coming, Cub. I wanted to ask you what you knew about the DINOBOTS.
Well, that takes me back. Just stories, really. Rumors. They were part of the Primal Vanguard under Nominus. 6-man team. Heavy weapons, demolitions, sabotage. They were good. Real good. They had a perfect service record before they vanished.
Vanished?
Word on the street was they went AWOL after completing their last mission, but record of the op was classified and buried. But they've been off the grid ever since, like they never existed.
Ghost soldiers.
Something like that.
Well, they've reappeared with a bang. Iacon security footage shows that they aided us during our march against Megatron. And then, just a few days ago, we caught them raiding Energon like common thieves at Taraxis. It just doesn't add up.
Either way, you've got to bring them in. When soldiers like that go bad, they go real bad. It won't be easy. They know how to hide, how to ambush, how to hit where it hurts.
There's more. Their leader, Grimlock, manifested an alt mode I've never seen before. It was savage, bestial. He could barely control himself.
Sounds like they got into something they couldn't handle.
Perhaps it's time we open their sealed files.
With respect, Prime, if you had access to their files, why ask me about them?
Perspective, Cub. They were good soldiers once. I wanted a soldier's honest perspective before condemning them.
Taraxis Energon Caverns.
It's the purest form of energon I've ever seen, Perceptor. Its liquid state is hyperconductive and apparently self-replenishing. It's an unprecedented discovery.
Yes, but I'm detecting certain particle anomalies my equipment can't classify.
But reservoirs like this could solve our energy problems forever.
How did no one know something like this was down here? Maybe someone did.
Another tremor! Watch out! Ratchet? You okay? Ratchet? Wait! What are you? Get a hold of yourself, Ratchet. Calm down.
Perceptor, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. It was primal, overwhelming my inhibitors.
It was the energon. The instability I detected in its matrices.
It regressed me somehow. It drove me berserk.
That would be my assessment. We need to tread very carefully down here.
We got company, and leave it to the science team to leave home without defensive weaponry.
Whatever they are, if they've been feeding off this energon, they'll make short work of us. We're not staying long enough to find out. Let's move. We'll lose them in the caverns. Everyone stay on me.
Meanwhile, at Metroplex,
Teletran, open sealed files XR-876 through 921. File name, Dinobot. Security passcode, Primus.
Access granted, Optimus Prime.
Access group data file.
Vanguard Covert Strike Force, codenamed DINOBOTS. Deployed in over 200 covert missions under the purview of Optimus Prime. Awarded commendations for acts of valor and exemplary service.
Access data file of their final mission.
Accessing. The Dinobots were sent to the desolate Tauraxis Plains to investigate rumors of supposed subterranean terror bases.
Before the refinery was even built.
While they didn't find terrorists, they did encounter heavy resistance.
What kind of resistance?
Classification unknown. Video evidence suggests cybermorphic predators that breed within the submolten recesses of the planet's crust. Despite their heavy ordnance, the Dinobots had virtually no chance of survival.
But they made it out. How?
Prior to joining the Vanguard, the team's medic Scar had done research on dynamic alt mode adaptation theory.
They adapted to alt modes? In the field? They fought fire with fire, Cub. They took on the aspects of their enemy and survived.
Not all of them. Scar was killed during the battle. Post-action psych evaluations suggested that Scar's violent death snapped something within the team. When they returned, Central Command had the surviving Dinobots quarantined indefinitely to further study their dangerous new alt modes and attempt to re-engineer the process of Scar's dynamic adaptation. Overwhelmed with grief at the loss of their comrade and feeling betrayed by their superiors, the Dinobots staged a daring escape.
And they've been on the run ever since. They're out there somewhere, Cub. Their alt modes like ticking time bombs. Then they have to be put down. That would be logical, but my instincts tell me despite everything that's happened, they just might be soldiers worth saving.
meanwhile, within the Energon caverns.
Impossible to get a positional fix down here with all the magnetic interference. Those things could be anywhere. Why don't we ever listen to warnings?
Because we're scientists, of course. Primus. Missiles are useless this close. Fall back to the passage.
There's more behind us. Somebody think of something, quick!
Increased seismic activity suggests the structural integrity of the surrounding substrata may be susceptible to direct... Spit it out! We could bust a hole into the next cavern and escape.
Now that sounds like a plan.
Ratchet, it's up to you. Do it!
On it! Here goes nothing.
That's our opening! Go! Go! We're not out of this yet. Ratchet! Where's Ratchet?
I'm here, and there's some kind of structure up ahead.
What is that? Who could have built something this large, this deep beneath the planet's surface? Not all that important right now, Perceptor. Let's just hope there's a defensible position.
Wait, look, the beasts. They're not following us. They're afraid. There's something in here they're recoiling from.
Perhaps they fear whoever lives within this complex. Maybe. Wait here. I want to get a better look at this. I don't know, guys. I'm not reading any life forms within that thing. It just radiates one big vital pulse. I don't think this is a conventional complex. Structural angles are all wrong. Energon fluctuations are off the scale. Oh, wait.
What, JETFIRE? What do you see?
Guys, I think we just stumbled into a whole heap of trouble.
That's all for this episode of Read Along with Bartatron. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me. Please leave your thoughts and suggestions down in the comment box, and go ahead and click the thumbs up and subscribe buttons while you're at it. All the voices and background music was provided by yours truly. This is Bartatron from the Cybertron Data Network and NerdTeam30.com signing off. Till all are one. See you next time.